decades. And so Joe Biden to not only win that state, but needing 2 Senate seats in that state, and it, and then to win both of them. First of all, think about when the election in November happened, how tired you were of political advertisements, of political texts, of phone calls, of everything. So I have some good friends who live in Atlanta, and so for them, that didn't stop. It actually got worse after November. So they were dealing with that all this time. Yet still, they came out in unprecedented numbers, almost similar to what was in the general election, and did what had to be done. Elected a black man in Georgia, Reverend Raphael Warnock, the pastor of Martin Luther King's former church, Ebenezer Baptist Church, for Georgia, elected that man to be the senator, not of some district in Atlanta, in a black area, the whole state. That means the rural part, the rednecks, the black people, Atlanta, ATL, all that. From Outkast to Garth Brooks, all of that, and how old is Asaf? He's like 33 years old or something like that. A Jewish young man also beaten, an incumbent senator was there for like 6 years. So it's a really big deal. Just to clarify exactly what that means. So now there are 100 Senate seats. So now it is 50-50. And so why do the Democrats get to control it? Because the vice president is her official, first I'm saying her, position is president of the Senate. So she is the tiebreaker. So Democrats now control the Senate. And I know a lot of times this especially for people who don't really follow politics closely, we can kind of tend to, it may not be clear exactly what this means. So here's what here's what this comes down to. A lot of the things that we push for and fight for, whether it be immigration reform or $2,000 stimulus or what have you, or legalize weed. They voted on that, right? So it will get passed in the House. And what has happened since Mitch McConnell was there? So you know what? We're not even going to take up. So it's not like it was voted on; it was voted down. It's like, what? We're not even going to look at it. So thanks for your work. Take it and file it in the trash. So what will happen now is that the Democrats also control the Senate. Is these things will at least get a vote. Many people have to go on the record for it. So that it is, as far as what Biden and Harris can accomplish, that just went up by tenfold as a result of what happened last night. So this was a big deal. ATL, y'all showed out. I've been saying Outkast is overrated for forever, but I had to change my mind on that. Tonight, I'm Team Outkast.
Magic City to the Players Club.
Yeah, man. Magic City. Yeah. So, what y'all got to say about the ATL and Miss Stacey Abrams? I didn't even mention her. Somebody big up Stacey. Give Stacey our applause.
She did say it. From as early as last year, she said, look, Georgia will surprise you. I mean, it started out with, when Biden won, they've never had so much people turning up for voting, at least a primary election. So, those people, they see, hey, we can win this. We can roll this. All we have to do is go out and vote, just like people been saying. So, Stacey's been there all this whole time pushing people, just go out and vote, go out and vote. She's been very, very vocal, and it worked out.
Yeah, man. So, basically for the past 10 years, Stacey Abrams has made it her project to get more people out to vote. So this is not something that just starts and she get a quick bus. she has been grinding. And not just grinding, you're grinding and taking losses along the way. Like, oh man, they put in voter suppression tactics, but she kept grinding. To the point where, what, she said, okay, I need to run for governor. And she ran, and the same tactics come about, and she lost. And she kept grinding. It's like, we need to get more people out to vote. And, so something, this is a remarkable statistic. From November to, yesterday, in Georgia, they registered 100,000 voters who were not eligible to vote in November, right? So people who just turned 18, so they go out and so they got all these new voters into the process, democracy can be frustrating, especially the way this particular system works. It can be frustrating, but when you see that, I saw a tweet today, which I think is, very important. It said, talk about the southern states, and it said the southern states that they say are red states. No, they're not red states. It's just that they're voter suppressed states. So, like here, we're talking about Texas is a red state. No, look at the voter participation in Texas. Texas is 50th out of 50 states in voter participation. So you mean to tell me that we have to have a Ted Cruz? No, we don't. We're just not voting. And it can be frustrating to say, oh, we did all this work and we didn't win Texas this time. Oh, well, that's it. Well, be like Stacey. Keep grinding. It may not happen this cycle. It may not happen next cycle. But shit, 10 years from now, it may happen. So, that was a big deal, man. So I will spare y'all singing a little Ray Charles tonight.
No.
Oh, John!
No. But definitely kudos to Stacey. And like Chris said, she's been grinding for a while now. But the thing we have to focus on also is, I would like to see her take steps forward in her political career, because she's been basically handled by the system. The governing laws in place actually held her from getting the positions that she wanted. So we have to right now look at the laws that are in place right now and get those changed. And all my ATL people, I hope this makes up for that Super Bowl loss.
Ain't nothing gonna make up. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Can you imagine being there when they lost?
Oh my God! But now they got a little ray of hope. Okay, because they definitely did their thing. But yeah,
man, that hot man. I'm not even Falcons fan. Can you imagine the Texans lost like that? Oh man.
No,
can you imagine Texans?
The Oilers lost.
But at least it wasn't in a Super Bowl.
Still, playoffs.
It must happen in a Super Bowl.
Of course.
Oh man, yeah. So big up Georgia, my ATL people. You did the thing, and you've made our democracy just a little bit more hopeful. Ninja, you had something to say?
No, I'm just glad that I learned something new every time I'm in your presence. A lot of that I didn't know, honestly, and I'm glad it ended up being a good thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Especially a good teacher.
Especially the teacher. remember all the teacher end up end up
yeah. Go up with another name.
Yeah.
You just say you're the up top boss.
Yeah. The principal.
The up top boss have 14 more days left. Then I'm gonna put in face.